But shout out to TBL though, man. They did put on a good event for the
And
whole
then they
battle rap.
announced their next big. They announced Hitman versus Murder Mook, bro, and it's like, wow,
Wait,
I didn't even
wait,
see that coming.
wait,
You know what I'm
wait,
saying?
wait. Before we get to Murder Mook, they actually have a card on May. They just announced Loso versus
Mark one.
Marvel. They announced Brum Nitty versus Elijah Straight, and they also announced Sniper versus Foots. What do you think of those battles going down the May?
Those are really good battles, really competitive, and I like what TBL is doing. And a lot of people feel like give them kudos for intertwining URL battlers and King of the Dot battlers and just grabbing battlers from all the leagues and just making just dope matchups.
Yeah,
And so
they might be the number one league right now, man.
man, they making power moves, man. For you to get Daylight and Nitty, a battle that I've been wanting to see pretty much my whole battle rap career, was already enough. It was insane enough. And then for you to get Hitman and Mook,
Yeah,
you know,
but
I wouldn't be surprised if they announced Lux versus Daylight. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised.
but
I'm pretty
Hitman,
sure the bar guy is gonna make his return to Houston in
hey,
September on that same card. So stay tuned for that. You know what I mean? So I don't know who, but just stay tuned.
hey, but it, hey, hey, but they announced Hitman and Murder Mook, man. How you feel about that?
They got Mook and Hitman, and it's like this is a battle that been kind of like they was gonna do it. We don't know if they're gonna do it. They going back and forth. They taking shots, and it's like legacy. It's like because wouldn't Hitman be considered like a Mook level battle rapper for his era? Like, wouldn't he be the Mook of his generation?
Yeah, he would be the end game.
For a lot
The
of battle
Hitman
rappers
would be
now. So and
yeah,
he's
yeah.
you know, and so you get two in-game battle rappers battling each other. It's monumental, and it's definitely bound to do a few million views. Hitman already is gonna do pretty much a million views already by himself, and then he's battling who many consider the GOAT of battle rap, which is Murder Mook. And
On a
this is
big
gonna
stage,
be crazy.
on a big stage like this, who's the favorite to you?
You know what, man? Hitman kind of Hitman ain't been losing battles, and every time I bet against him, he wins, and he ain't really been losing for real. And it's like, well, who is Mook losing to? You know what I'm saying? Even though you can call certain battles whatever way you want to call them, Mook ain't really losing no clear battles. So it's like two men who don't lose battles. You know what I'm saying? Like, who would be the
Are you
favorite? I think popularity wise, Hitman. I don't even want to say this popularity, but yeah, popularity wise, Hitman should be the general favorite. But I think to the purists and the fans who've been following this thing since the Smack DVDs, Murder Mook would be the favorite.
I would say Mook is the favorite because because when you talk about raps, rapping, like that's
Yeah, he can
Mook.
rap, but we're definitely not gonna downgrade
No,
or minimize
that
Hitman's rapping
Mook,
ability because Hitman
he
gets into
can
those
rap.
pockets that
He
are
can rap.
electrifying.
He can rap too, but I think that Mook is the better
The
rapper.
better
I
rapper, yeah.
He's a better writer. We know Hitman's a better performer.
Well, Mook is the ultimate. I think he's the number one angler. You know, you got some people that are like close. You got T Top, you got Real Deal, you got like guys like Roan, Frack. You know what I'm saying? There's a few guys that are in there as far as angles, but Mook is
I
the number one. He was like the first angle guy. You know what I'm saying? And still is that. And so with the amount of things that he can talk about with Hitman, he got a lot of material to work with. And but also so does Hitman. I think does Hitman go in there and talk to Mook Soul? Like what's the approach? what do you do if you're Hitman and you got to battle Mook or vice versa? What does Mook do? What are you gonna? You
I
gonna
think
talk
they're
about wilding out? You got money? Like
I think they're gonna get personal though. I think
what?
they are
What's the personals? What are you gonna say to Hitman? But what are you gonna
cinnamon.
bring up? You gonna bring up cinnamon? Like for real? Is that the approach? If you're Murder Mook, you gotta Mook has to be thinking outside the box. Like he got to be thinking on a different level than
Why the
I'm
battle
gonna
didn't
say what's.
happen.
I don't know. Well, anyway, interesting battle. I'll be there because I'm gonna be rapping that day my damn self. So I'll be there front and center to figure this thing out. But we'll get to our prediction on that later on because
Yeah,
I don't think that's just one. You just
but this is dope
let the
though.
battle get closer, and then we can finally,
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy though? This is in September. You know what's in September?
or supposed to be in September, Summer Madness. So imagine TBL throwing this mega event and then Summer Madness happening the same month.
So what happened if you get a battle on the
Ah,
bulletproof
well,
and then
and that's why there's a
they
parallel universe because you get one Danny over here and one Danny over
and
here.
then what happened if they said and so what happened let's just say
It's the same
TBO
day.
TBO hits you up and they say, "Hey, we got uh Rosenberg Raw for you." And then
Okay.
you take the battle. You was like, "Okay, let's do that." But the URL comes back and says, "Yo, Danny, we got Calico for you. What you doing?" And it's
That's
2 weeks apart from each other.
Well, if it's 2 weeks apart, then I'm just gonna smoke both of them dudes 2 weeks apart. Like that's nothing. I mean, I'm outside every week. Like this not new to me,
That'll
and
be
that'll also help
that
my Cody. That'll solidify my Cody
that's
run.
gonna be that's gonna be interesting though. Like if does that happen the same time around,
What if
and
it's the same day?
yeah, and I gotta shout out TBL though. They got this Mook and Hitman battle done because you look at the three biggest leagues in the world, they were not able to get it done. Like you look at KOTD didn't get it done. Chrome 23 wasn't able to get it. RBE wasn't able to get it. I'm not for now. The URL wasn't able to get
Well,
it.
I won't say wasn't able to get it. Maybe they could have, but just probably just chose not to. Because they probably looked at whatever the budget was and whatever these guys were asking for and probably felt like we can make this happen. And then it was like,
I don't know when it comes to
nah,
I don't know if when it comes to TBO, I don't know if there is a damn budget.
it ain't no budget. They got the black book, man. They got the listen, they got the endless well. I don't know what's going on over there. That's none of my business. I ain't gonna ask. I'm not gonna ask. I don't know what's happening. But they can book it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
You think of it, they can get it done. So I think
well,
that's honestly what
well,
being a great battle league always boils down to is you being able to make shit happen.
yeah, man. Yeah, shout out to TBL, man. I know this recap been going on for a while, but let's wrap things up, man. Let's get out of here, man.
There is Danny the Bar Guy, man. Follow me on Instagram. Danny the Bar Guy. Follow me on Twitter at Metaphor Messiah. Also follow the YouTube channel, Danny the Bar Guy. I'll be back posting on there pretty soon. Got a whole lot of content. I'm backed up, but I've been traveling. I've been doing a lot of stuff. But we back. NBS Universe, Keo. Follow Keo on Twitter at I Hate Keo. We got more content on the way.
Yeah, man. With that being said, man, this is MBS Universe. That's Danny. I'm Keo. Until then, we'll see you guys next time. We out.